Do you feel unfulfilled in life? Do you feel that you have achieved things or you haven't achieved anything, but still you're feeling unfulfilled, irrespective of whatever you're doing? See, this is an aspect of life, and one of the reasons why a lot of wise souls choose to leave the body consciously and end the cycle of birth and death. Because based on the mind, you will never be feeling fulfilled. Because every time you achieve something, you already have plans for the next few things. You'll usually not be able to do more at once. You'll either be doing one or still one, but that one objective can fulfill bits of other objectives as well. Still, you'll usually be fulfilling one of your objectives per moment. But every time you finish one, you already have several more in mind. The point is, irrespective of how many things you will achieve, there is a longing in life that you need to find things to do. That is how the intellect functions. It craves things to dissect. It craves to simply find things and then discover everything about those. It is an impulse that exists within all of us, and it manifests itself unconsciously or more consciously through a childish curiosity. A lot of scientists went mad because they couldn't contain this impulse to know more, because the moment you become still within you, the mind which you've had years of life training how to be unstable, how to always do something because of this sick society, your mind will run havoc because you have put so much into it, so it has so much creation potential. The mind can only create based on what you put into it, so it will constantly create. Detaching yourself from its creations, because you cannot silence the mind ever, but detaching yourself from its creations is a very powerful thing. You can let the mind create, and then slowly and surely you'll become more knowledgeable of the inner impulses. Because in a sick society where you're constantly being programmed that you're bad, you're never good enough, it's always your fault, and all sorts of bad things, you need to do things so that you don't feel lost. You need to achieve things in order to feel validated or the such. So there is a lot of hiding the pain, and you need all sorts of distractions instead of actually having the pains, facing the pains head on. But the point is, irrespective of how many things you achieve, it is an aspect of life that you will never simply be fulfilled. It doesn't matter how rich you are, it doesn't matter how mad you are or how pure you are. Life as it is has one simple impulse: to expand and grow beyond. And every time you achieve a new level, well, there is always the plan for the next. And this can be done consciously, which is typically done on a spiritual path, or well, in business and physical concerns as well, or it can be done unconsciously. And when done unconsciously, suffering will be the only guide, and it is the only guide out of suffering into liberation. But liberation means transcending life and death anyways, because nature allows you to experience life in this physical body that you have, and once it is over, it doesn't take anything, right? It just claims the physical body it gave you and nothing else in return. And the point is, nature will always want you to be at a certain level. Once you start growing, you will see all the impulses, all the natural impulses within you will start coiling up, will start resurfacing in an attempt to keep you at the level of all other animals, right? There is a reason why we humans are different from animals, because we have this potential that we can achieve so much more through the physical body, instead of just being like the natural impulses that exist within us. You cannot silence these, you cannot outlive them, you cannot outrun these. Especially if you try to outrun, you will instantly make them stronger and they will easily overwhelm you. And if you're not ready, they will overthrow you into madness. So, remember one tip: all in life can be achieved consciously or unconsciously. But irrespective of how you do that, there is always the impulse to seek for more. And this impulse will always make you feel unfulfilled. Now the point is, there is a little counter to this, and it's called gratitude. When you have time for gratitude, gratitude will simply counter this impulse, because gratitude is always done consciously. When you are conscious, all your impulses simply fade away. They will never go away because they are part of who you are. See, as long as you live in physicality, there are rules that one has to follow, irrespective of wanting them or not, whether you agree or not. This is nothing that you can do. The moment you have physicality, the moment you have karma, there are rules that one must abide to. And the physical body has its own needs, and the physical body has its own wants. And whether you ignore those or not, these ones will become stronger, or you will simply learn to live with those. Because in life, you can only conquer, or you can simply invite in either the masculine energy or the feminine energy. You either break things through conquest, or simply include those through feminine energy. And when it comes to psychology, and when it comes to your impulses of the nature, only feminine energy can prevail over those, because you can never conquer the mind. You can never conquer your emotions. You can never conquer your urges. But at least you can learn how to let them in. And when they manifest, just let them go, because they will simply manifest for a certain period of time. They have a cyclic period in which they become active. The less attention you give to those, and the more objectively you look at them, the more you look objectively at them and simply don't judge, don't create any attachment, the better it would be, because, well, the more energy that you attach to those, the more you actually feed those, and the more they will take hold of you. Because, see, you can see life as one simple thing. Imagine that each life you're like a generator. You're creating energy within you, or let's say you're getting that energy every day, and how you spend it, it is up to you. You can call it a banker and you're spending money. You can call it a generator and you're spending that energy, or whatever other way your imagination may show it as. But ultimately, you're having that energy, that supply, and how you use it is up to you. If you want to use it against you, it is up to you to experience that. If you want to use it to propel yourself further, well, again, it is up to you to do that. There is always friction and there is always resistance, but you can choose to resist yourself and your evolution, or you can simply choose to propel yourself. You don't have to worry about resisting your evolution. There will always be other people and forces specifically for that. The moment you start evolving, nature will try to take you back. Nature doesn't have anything against you, but this is how life happens. Everything is a challenge, and all challenges have a simple reward. That of showing you that you're worthy of going beyond them, and that you're always capable of going beyond them. Sooner or later, though. So all this being said, hopefully this video was introspective. Take care. Well, looking forward to seeing you and hearing from you in the next videos as well. Feel free to, consume any other content that there is on this channel. Take care, and all this being said, Ferencan Bohr signing out.